What if I told you that Paul McCartney died in 1966, and the person we've been listening to for over 50 years is actually an imposter? This wild conspiracy theory had millions of fans frantically searching for hidden clues in Beatles songs and album covers. It all started in October 1969 when a college student named Tom Zarsky called into a Detroit radio show. He claimed he'd discovered evidence that Paul McCartney had died 3 years earlier in a car crash. The DJ, Russ Gibb, was skeptical at first, but when Tom started pointing out supposed clues, everything changed. Tom told the DJ to play the song Revolution 9 backwards. When they did, listeners heard what sounded like Turn Me On, Dead Man, instead of the usual gibberish. This became the foundation of the entire conspiracy. Suddenly, fans everywhere were spinning their records in reverse, hunting for more hidden messages. But the backwards messages were just the beginning. Conspiracy theorists claimed the famous Abbey Road album cover showed a funeral procession. John Lennon in white represented the preacher, Ringo in black was the undertaker, George in denim was the gravedigger, and Paul, barefoot and out of step, was the corpse. The conspiracy theorists didn't stop there. They found clues everywhere. Paul was the only Beatle facing backwards on the Sgt. Pepper's cover. A hand appeared above his head on the same album, supposedly representing death. Even license plates became evidence. One car in the Abbey Road photo had LMW 28IF, which believers interpreted as Linda McCartney, widow, 28 if he had lived. Within weeks, the story exploded across America. Radio DJs dedicated entire shows to analyzing Beatles songs for hidden messages. Newspapers ran front-page stories. Record stores couldn't keep Beatles albums in stock as fans bought them just to search for clues. The conspiracy had become a cultural phenomenon bigger than the band itself. Here's where it gets interesting. Instead of immediately debunking the rumors, the Beatles seemed to play along. They started including even more ambiguous imagery and lyrics in their work. Some believe this was John Lennon's idea. He found the whole thing hilarious and wanted to see how far fans would take it. The rumors grew so intense that Paul McCartney finally broke his silence in November 1969. In an interview with Life magazine, he said, quote, "Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. I am alive and well and concerned about the rumors of my death." But even his denial didn't stop the conspiracy theorists. But why did millions of people believe this bizarre theory? Psychologists say it was perfect timing. The late 1960s were filled with distrust of authority. The Beatles had become mysterious and rarely appeared in public, and people wanted to feel like they were uncovering secret knowledge. The conspiracy made fans feel like detectives solving the ultimate mystery. Even today, more than 50 years later, the Paul is dead conspiracy refuses to die. New generations discover it online and create YouTube videos analyzing every supposed clue. It's become a masterclass in how easily people can find patterns and meaning where none exist, a phenomenon psychologists call apophenia. Meanwhile, the real Paul McCartney, very much alive at 81 years old, continues touring and making music. He's addressed the conspiracy with humor over the years, once joking that being dead would certainly hurt his guitar playing. The irony? This death hoax might have made him more famous than his actual music. The Paul is dead conspiracy teaches us something important about human nature. We're incredibly good at finding patterns, even when they don't exist. We want mysteries in our lives, especially about people we admire. And sometimes, the story we create is more interesting than the truth itself. What conspiracy theories fascinate you? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories about the mysteries that captivate us all.